Mariner Books and Harper Audio present The Wilderness, a novel by Angela Flournoy. Performed by Angela Flournoy, Asia Naomi King, and Ashley Nicole Black.
For Candace, Latonia, and Angie, and in memory of Renee. I am blessed within myself, who are come to make our shattered faces whole. Audre Lorde, Outside.
Part 1. Our high-pitched laughter was young, heartless, and disrespected authority. We could be heard for miles in the night. Wanda Coleman, In That Other Fantasy Where We Live Forever. 2008. You can't pronounce it. Some descents thrill more than others. Landing at Charles de Gaulle is not thrilling, as it's one of those major metropolitan airports tucked away from the city in a way that prevents worthwhile aerial views. In Cairo, depending on your point of origin, if you sit on the lucky side of the plane, you might see the pyramids at Giza brushing up against desert on one side and high-rises on the other, as if the pyramids were digitally superimposed instead of the oldest structures there. Arriving at LAX, if you're traveling west from New York, say, you might have to wrap your head around snow-capped mountain ranges, smog-blanketed valleys, and the glinting Pacific before touching down. When the pilot announced their descent into Charles de Gaulle, Desiree looked out the window, expecting to see what? The Eiffel Tower, maybe? She saw nothing so spectacular. Deep browns and greens, the blank gray of cement apartment buildings. They had taken a red-eye from Los Angeles. The cabin was quiet, and most shades were drawn. Nolan slumped a row ahead. His arm had drooped over the aisle seat armrest for most of the ride, liver-spotted knuckles grazing the tube of light on the floor. Desiree had hardly slept, and when she did, she felt guilty, jolting upright and peeking between the seats to check on him. Now, at landing, her grandfather coughed, an uncomfortable cough because it made others uncomfortable, reminded them of mortality. Anyone within earshot felt culpable. Should they pat him on the back? Call for help? Offer water? A wheezing, hacking, full-bodied affair that prompted a biological anxiety, like riding an elevator with a very pregnant woman. An awareness that something, some type of above and beyond compassion or physical contact might be required of a stranger toward another stranger. He brought his handkerchief to his mouth, and Desiree watched it come away dry. She decided to break an unspoken rule about how he liked to be treated in public. She handed him her half-full water bottle. He put the bottle in an unsteady grip, fingers curled tight around the cap, and drank with unsteady hands. I missed the little breakfast. He lifted the in-flight menu up to his face, still mostly smooth, save for the hairs that sprouted from the flesh-colored mole on his right cheek. His nose, beakish, kissed the cardstock. Like half an hour ago. Should have woke me up. A week of firsts. First trip with just her and Nolan. First time sitting in business class with its obscene amount of space for each seat. Seats that reclined flat into little cots, and attendants plying her with food throughout. By the time she'd relented and booked their tickets, it was either business or a later flight, and Nolan wouldn't hear about any more delays. So here they were, on his dime. Her first time, and she was the only brown face on this side of the curtain. She suspected others thought her to be some sort of nurse escorting Nolan, who appeared to be an elderly white man. She was sort of a nurse, kind of. In any case, there were free cocktails, as many as she wanted, and a comforter softer than the one she used at home. Every morning, beginning 2 years ago, She
Sample complete. Ready to continue?